Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be a little recap from the $25,000 futures tournament I played in Sunderland, actually the week right after the Sheffield tournament. If you haven't checked out those videos, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description for those. But yeah, so this tournament was right after. As soon as I finished in Sheffield, I had to take the train because I actually had a qualifying match the next day. So I had to take the train to Sunderland and get right into it. So for this video, I'm going to go through the first round of qualifying. I had some recording issues, so I can only show you a small snippet of that match. But then after that one, I'm going to go through my qualifying final, where I played a really tough match in super fast conditions indoors, and my opponent was really smacking the ball. So yeah, let's get into these matches. So to kick off this match, I mean, I really just started off the worst way possible, like just unforced double faults. Just here, I thought the referee called it out, but it was actually the other line judge on the court right next to us. Got a little thrown off, and I don't know, it was just really struggling to find the rhythm. It's kind of like skiddy court, so the ball just skids a little bit on you. And I don't know, I was just very hesitant, I guess, and especially, you know, in these fast conditions, serving is really important, and I was just not getting anywhere with my serve, and yeah, just not feeling too great out there. So with a couple of not great shots, I get broken there to allow the first game, and then yeah, I'm just really struggling to find my groove. I felt like he was coming up with some good shots on me. Like, it was kind of hard to read his game because of the skids. I feel like sometimes he's a little late on it, but as long as you commit to the shot, you'll still like grab a hold of the ball well, and he was doing that very well. So I was kind of struggling to get something going. He just kept getting me with all different things. I felt like I was always on the wrong foot of pretty much like every point. So this is actually the first point I won of the whole match. So I lost the first 7 points in a row to kick off the match. But he was doing such a good job here, like getting the back. But I remember this point was very important for me, though. I started to feel like getting a little bit of confidence, hitting the ball, like hitting my shots. And yeah, in these conditions, it's so important to really commit to it. And there, like, I just break off a little bit, and that's all you need to miss it right there. And yeah, it's the same thing. I'm just kind of hesitating a little bit, kind of like stopping a little bit. And with that great return, I go down level 40 again in my service game. But come up with a good pancake to save the first break point there, get it to 1540. I just have a very funky rally here, and hits this back, and yeah, I was pretty confident that it was wide. I felt like I really saw the whole line between it, but the referee wouldn't budge, and yeah, I got broken one more time. So going down 3-love, double break, fast indoors is not the way you want to start off the match. But as I said, though, like on the second game, there was one point there where I was starting to feel the groove a little bit, started to find a little bit of confidence, like hitting through the ball and stuff, and I was just trying to build on that. I was starting to get into the rallies a little bit better, putting a little more pressure on him, so he wasn't able to just like dictate me around. But I don't know, he was coming up with some very good shots though throughout this match, and I was actually kind of impressed with his level. I feel like he hadn't really done any unforced errors on me. He just kept just moving me around. But even though I was down a double break, I felt like it was just so important just to really not try to show anything, like not try to get that mad, and just try to stick with it, try to get into the groove a little bit, try to get something going. And I was starting to do a better job there, like moving him around, starting to put some pressure, and I actually ended up getting a couple of break points, but he saves the first one with just clocking that backhand. And I don't know, it's just hitting some very good shots here right now, and I'm doing everything I can to just kind of stay in it. But then he started to kind of mess up a few shots here and there, and he presented a break point with me here to get my first game on the board. So just really fighting for that one. Kept on getting into the match a little more and more, getting more comfortable, like in these little skiddy conditions, like you really have to commit to it. And with a really good forehand there up the line, I managed to get the first break. the break back to 1-3. Sorry to cut it short there, but I'm actually not sure what happened, but the camera just kind of cut off there. But yeah, I managed to get the break to 1-3 and then held my serve and got the break back actually right back to 3-all. From there, I just felt like the momentum of the whole match kind of shifted, and I felt like I was in the driver's seat most of the match. Got to tiebreak of the first set, but I was kind of in charge and managed to get that tiebreak 7-2 in the breaker. And after that, I just kept on building with the momentum, and then I finally broke him at 4-all and then served it out to 6-4. So after that little hiccup start, but credit to him, I feel like he was playing very well, and I was kind of struggling to get into it. But it was probably a good mix there between him playing well and me starting off on the wrong foot. But yeah, really happy to get through that one. It's always tricky the first match there in new conditions, but yeah, got through the first round, and now I'm into the finals of qualifying. So for the finals of qualifying, I'm taking on another British guy. His name is James Davis, really tough player, and yeah, let's just get right into that one. Yeah, we started this match very similar to the last match. You know, the surface is very quick, so it's kind of like, it's hard to really commit to the ball if you're hesitating a little bit. It's easy. It almost feels like the ball kind of like overpowers you. And I feel like he did a very good job, you know, of being aggressive on me and kind of like leaning into it. He had a very, very strong backhand. It just looked very consistent. And I don't know, you can kind of see that he jumps a lot when he's hitting the ball. So it kind of looks like he's not comfortable hitting a lot of shots, but then still, this was unfortunately a net zone, this pancake serve, but yeah, like the way he hits it, it looks a little shaky sometimes, because he has like very snappy shots, but somehow he just makes very clean contact or puts the ball on the court over and over again. And I don't know, I was just kind of struggling a little bit to make clean contact. I get broken here in my first service game again. I was very disappointed, kind of like just ripping over these balls as I kept on just struggling to grip the ball really. And yeah, it was just very frustrating as the match kind of progressed here. I felt like I was swinging and swinging, but I could never really catch the ball clean, because I feel like just the timing was off, and the ball just like skids on me a little bit more than I think over and over again. And of course you're probably thinking, you know, like, how can you not adjust to that? And I promise you, I'm trying. I'm trying as much as I can, but it's tough, you know, like these kind of points happen and it just goes quick, to be honest. Like, yeah, he holds here, good service game to 3-0, but you see me here with the backhand, it's kind of like you're rushing and you're snapping, and I don't know, I have to come up with some pancake serves in order to get some points on the board, but I don't know, it's tricky just to kind of find the rhythm, especially when you start a little off pace. And it's weird, like I've been trying to practice, and when I'm just practicing with the other guys and stuff, trying to find the pace, but it's just so easy somehow when you're practicing, when you're just calm, I guess. So maybe it's a combination there between the nerves and whatnot that kind of affects everything, and I don't know, just a rhythm. So here, unfortunately, a ball came on the court, and that was called a let. You can maybe replay that one and see if you thought the ball came in before I hit or affected it. But yeah, he just keeps doing a very good job of being aggressive on me, and I just kept on struggling to catch the ball clean. And I don't know, I just felt like I kept on getting overpowered, and I struggled to get anywhere on the court. Like the ball would kind of skid on me, and you know, I just kept on not really gripping the ball, and wasn't serving good enough. Especially he was returning very well on the backhand side, so he was really being very aggressive. So I think it's a combination there between everything, you know, that he was returning very aggressively, so it kind of made me question my serve a little bit. And yeah, I was just getting very frustrated, I guess, because it just felt like I was stuck somehow. I was kind of struggling to figure out a way out in this match, and yeah, ended up getting broken to 6-2 in the first set. Hey guys, sorry to stop you there, but do you want to maybe take your tennis to the next level? I'm proud to announce that I can now offer you online video coaching. The way it works is very simple. You'll record yourself playing a bit of tennis, and then you send that to me. I'll review and go over it together with you, and then I'll make sure to come back to you with some very valuable feedback, some tips and tricks that can really help take your tennis to the next level. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. I mean, for the second set, obviously the I need to figure out something here. Really need to step it up a little bit, I feel like, and I started to feel a little better, like hitting through the ball more. I was starting to get more pace on the ball. Here you can see it like on my forehand. I feel like I'm starting to find that pace, hitting through better with my legs and everything. And yeah, I felt like I was finally like getting into the match. A little too late after losing the whole first set, but here I'm trying and I'm starting to get a little groove. I felt like he was getting a little more tentative on some of these shots, and that was really giving me an opportunity to kind of get back in there. But big forehand there by him. I think we're actually at deuce there, and then from there I managed to get the break or get the first hold. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get somewhere with my shots, as I mentioned in the first set. That was like I was really getting frustrated with, feeling like I'm just swinging and not really getting anywhere. But it was also a combination with him just playing very well, and I feel like here he started to show a little signs of like drop in level. Like he was starting to do a couple of these unforced errors. Here, unfortunately, it was a little strange because the referee called it out, so we ended up just stopping the point. I had to stop it and just play the second serve, but he just clocks that return. And as I mentioned before, like he was just so aggressive on these returns, just hitting through them very comfortably, and obviously that was making me question my serve a little bit. Just look at this one, for example, just slaps that forehand, just gets on top of me straight away. So, I mean, it's just very tricky to play against him. I feel like most of these balls, I just felt like he was kind of hitting the ball from the rise all the time, and I was just constantly scraping the ball from under, and I just had to come up with these kind of shots in order to get through him. But finally I managed to hold my first service game. I feel like it was a really huge game. I think I was probably saved like 2-3 break points, and that was really needed in order for me to stay in the match. But I felt like the match was just starting to become more and more competitive, as like I was putting pressure on his first service game, he was putting pressure on mine, and yeah, it was just turning into more of a battle compared to the first set, where I feel like it was kind of a one-way street. Yeah, disappointed with myself for missing that one. I feel like I'm usually pretty good at finding the right pace to get over him, but yeah, he was just serving very consistently on me, and then just kind of getting a first ball, and then from there just keeping the ball low on me, and I constantly had to hit up, as I maybe wasn't too comfortable hitting through balls that were a little tougher. And yeah, I mean, he just kept on doing a good job, being very aggressive on me, and it was starting to really get to me, as I don't know, frustrating when you feel like you can't find the level and you're just thinking of so much else compared to just keeping it simple. But maybe a little frustration here, but for sure seeing a lot more power or hitting through these forehands. But you don't want it to be like just frustrating smacks at the ball, so it has to be kind of an idea behind it. But I don't know, he's just, yeah, don't do this. I was just getting, I don't know, very frustrated, just back and forth, just, I don't know, lacking a bit of confidence with my tennis game. Kind of struggling to find, I don't know, find my tennis in a way. I feel like he was constantly just on top of me hitting these balls, and I was just trying to find a pace. I started to overhit probably a little bit, and well, finally getting some pancake serves there to get me a little bit going. But I don't know, it's just a lot of these, like he kept on serving well. Obviously him having the break up, it was time for me to try to figure something out and get back into this. But I don't know, I feel like he just made a lot of first serves, and from there I don't know, I feel like I can do more with the ball, but it's just kind of weird when you're, in a sense, like a little afraid of missing the ball and you're just not really fully hitting through it. But it was a good ball for me, and it happens every now and then. But I don't know, just kept on serving well, heavy serves, and from there, you know, he gets a pretty good look at a first ball and takes care of it. So it's tricky for me to get back in there, as he was serving consistently, and yeah, me missing a lot of first serve and him just being very aggressive on those seconds just kind of makes a lot of difference. And unfortunately, that was a 40-all. I had a very good opportunity to get a break point, but yeah, he gets that one and then holds to 5-2, which was Obviously a very big hole there. Started to put the nail in the coffin here in this match. But I'm doing everything I can and just keep fighting until just focusing on every ball. And I feel like that was one of my big issues this match. Like my mindset was just, I couldn't really focus on the next point in hand. I just kept on thinking so much and being so frustrated about the previous points and like my previous shot over and over, compared to thinking about the next shot, focusing on the next shot over and over again. And yeah, just hit him with a couple of pancake serves here, really fighting to get this service hole, but I don't know, he's just hitting the ball very heavily. He's doing a good job here, just kind of overpowering me. But yeah, you see these returns again, just being so aggressive with these returns. Very important point here at 40 all. We finally managed to get the hold there to 3-5, and now if it's ever time for a break, it's now. But yeah, with a couple of great serves by him. And just a really good passing shot by him there. I don't know, I'm just very frustrated with this. I needed that one, but he has 30 love now. Trying to finish out this match, but I'm doing everything I can, to stay in it. And I felt like he was starting to get a little tentative in his shots, and especially with this volley here at 30 all or 30-15. And then with this one at 30 all, I mean, I feel like I'm really having a good opportunity to kind of change the momentum on the second serve, 30-40, to get back to break. We get into this rally here. I feel like he's just kind of on the back heels a little bit this hole, but I don't know, he manages to push me back there, and I just kind of overhit that forehand as I was trying to go inside out on it. And then with a great serve here, he sets it up for a match point. And I don't know what he did there, but he just kind of fluffed it back in the line and got the match. Yeah, so must say I'm very disappointed with that one, actually. I mean, credit to James. I feel like he was the better player there today, so there's no question about that. He was just kind of in the driver's seat the whole match, but I'm just kind of disappointed with me not managing to pick up my level, just questioning a lot of my decision making and those things. Maybe it is me not playing too many matches lately, or getting back to it a little bit with the confidence wise. Maybe I'm getting a little tensed up when I'm playing. Or something like that. It's probably a lot of different factors, but at the end of the day, I feel like I have very good level. Like, I've been playing very well in practice and stuff like that with a bunch of good guys. So I feel like I have a lot more in me, but it's just disappointing when you feel like you can't get it out there in matches. But I guess I'm probably not the only one with this issue. So it's just something you have to keep putting yourself in that position. Like, it's very frustrating. It's very tough being there, but I feel like you just gotta have to keep putting yourself in that position. That's the only way you're gonna push through. Keep trying to focus on the right stuff, and yeah, just keep trusting the process. So, but yeah, with that disappointment, we're actually out already in the qualifying final. Sticking around, signing up for Lucky Loser every day, hoping to maybe get into the main draw if someone pulls out. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm still in doubles, so we'll focus on doubles this week. I'm trying to practice a lot as well. There's a lot of good guys around, so I'm doing everything I can to just kind of, just keep my level up, act as I'm still in the tournament, trying to get those consistent matches, consistent practices, and just, I don't know, just trying to get back out there again. But hey, if you stuck with me so far, or this long, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, maybe hit a comment, give me some tips what I can do to improve my tennis game. Gotta step it up here, but yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.